Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. I'm using my Lightseers deck this afternoon. Yes, it is this afternoon. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. This is something I've had noted down for quite a number of days now that I wanted to have a look. And I wanted to have a look at the new masculine energies that are coming through, the energies that are being promoted by Doug Emhoff, Kamala Harris's partner, husband, and Tim Walz as well. Now, these men are very manly men, but they are so comfortable in their own skin that they are more than supportive of women and the women figures in their lives. Supportive, promoting, absolutely behind 100%. Just great partnerships and showing the world what true masculinity can be and is. So the reason why I wanted to have a look at this is because these are the new examples of balance, of the yin and yang balance. But there is, as I'm splitting this deck, um, there is an element of young men and older men that just are really emotionally struggling with discovering this new balance in this rise of the feminine energy. It's not that women want to become dominant. We are just rising to the point where we are demanding equality, and that we be of equal status. So what it is when you've been what a certain element of men, and it's definitely not all men, but certain element of men, when you've been had the privilege for so long and being in the superior, in sarcastic quotation marks, superior position for so long, that equality actually can feel like oppression. And what's happened is that in the past, with this devil energy, we are at this stage of, do we continue on with the same old, or do we explore the new, which is kind of scary, the new. The old is familiar. It's the saying of the devil you know rather than what you don't. In the past, and I must admit I was guilty of it in my youth as well, at promoting this particular situation, but we're moving on from it, is that that we have given men a sort of a level, an idealization that is that they are in some way superior. Now, I come from a generation when I was working. If you got married, the company still paid you I'm going to say, like a dowry. It paid you a bonus when you got married. It was just really bizarre. I'm literally a generation or two beyond. If you got married, you had to give up work. So I'm in that cusp. I'm an older generation Xer. I'm in that cusp area. And what is happening is that young men are struggling. I'm going to say they are struggling, not just young men, but older men as well, to be role models. Finding this moving forward quite difficult because they don't know how to be a man with this as equals to women. I know I'm just trying to think of the right wording for this. Come on, guys, help me out here. So they're struggling to try and work out how to fit into the new era, because what's happened is the energies have changed, the era has changed, but these are uh, um, men that have been taught from this previous era. So they're going to have to change. There's no two ways about it. The energy they're going to have to change as well if they want to be part of this progressive movement forward. So what's happened really is that we have reached a point where women basically don't need men, and that is why the misogynists, the conservatives, in our government systems and behind the scenes and the moneyed ones, etc., that are really struggling to hold on to their position of power, are wanting to oppress women, because we've reached a stage where we can earn our own income, we can buy our own houses, we can choose to have children on our own if we wish. We don't actually need a male protector anymore, or a male provider. So what's happened is you've got all these men that are struggling to go, well, if I'm not the protector and the provider, what am I? So I just want to have a look at those energies, the new masculine energies that are being exampled by Doug Emhoff and Tim Walz, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, a lot of really positive role models out there. And I'm even going to put, what's his name that plays Deadpool in that sphere as well. Oh gosh, I had it a minute ago, but you know who I'm talking about, with his wife Blake Lively. So what I am getting, I'm just going to put it out there, Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, I do feel that they're actually going to start doing separate rallies. They're wanting to cover a lot of the areas that can turn purple, the potential that is in red areas. They are wanting to cover a lot of ground over the next couple of months. So I do feel that they are actually going to start holding separate rallies after the DNC. For those that have been following me for a while, would know that I have been saying that Harris wants a vice president that is a partner, not a subordinate, not a just in case something happens to the president, a real equal partner that will move forward in tandem. Okay, so let's have a look. I just want to have a look at the energies of this new, what are the new masculine energies? What's the energy of this new masculine? And then I'm just going to delve a little bit further into how it's going to go for the men. So let's have a look. Now, when I'm talking general, I'm not talking specific. It doesn't include everybody. There will be an element of men that are, and women as well, that are so invested in this protector, privileged provider energy that they really cannot change. But they will be very rapidly, I'm feeling, become a minority, especially with these new examples that are taking this almost like father figurehead position. So come on down, let's have a look. The energies. And talking about father figurehead protective position, and examples. So this is I'm going to say this is Doug Emhoff. This is Tim Walz. This is Ryan Gosling. Thank you. Type energy. Okay, so this is the protective masculine. Okay. See where this goes. The second signifier. They are at. Okay, right. I'm going to change that. Thank you very much, because I've got this card. I was stalling on that because I'm feeling no, it wasn't them. I'm feeling they are more King of Cups. This is the traditional masculine role, the protector, the provider, the bring me my slippers and type energy. Thank you. Love it when I get a slap up the head when my guides pull me up. And it is about alpha wolf. Thank you. Alpha wolf. Right, let's get back on track. They are approaching a time when they don't know who they are, where they are in the world, what's their role. I know it's a female here, but this is very much about the juggling of this traditional position. Okay, thank you. trying to work out which way forward with what was a traditional position that is just no longer required anymore. Okay, see where we go. So in the energies behind the scenes, we've got the planting of the seeds of the new future. Planting the seeds, beautiful colour, opportunities, and nurturing that to fruition. And part of that's coming about because of women stepping into their own power. This is my Harris card, Kamala Harris, the Queen of Swords, stepping into their own power and putting the emotions aside. So this is very much being brought about by women becoming their own rulers. And they're not, I mean, there was this belief that women were emotional, but in all honesty, we're not. We wear our emotions, we show our emotions, but we're not ruled by our emotions. Thank you. So not ruled by our emotions. I do get there eventually. Just causing a lot of anxiety. I do understand dark night of the soul for those that were brought up to believe this position. Absolutely, I agree. It's causing a lot of anxiety because they don't know what they're meant to do. They don't know who they're meant to be. What is their role? Now, I'm not excusing actions that can be taken out due to this anxiety with the trying to hang on to their position through either abuse or violence or whatever. But I'm just saying, understand that there is a lot of anxiety, depression, because the role that they have been taught, but also had bred into them over millennia, no longer exists. However, there is the white dove here that is coming to dispel this darkness. They are at a crossroads moment about which way to go forward. Indecision, but it's very much need to take the blindfold off and have a look at the options that are available. Not just blindly follow along. The blindfold needs to be taken off so that one can look at the actual options available and the education. Karma hanging over this shift is it is a new opportunity and it is a powerful opportunity. But it is up to the men whether they accept it or not. It is a harsh truth, a harsh reality that again, I am not excusing, I'm just trying to find the energies behind this new masculine energy, this shift. It is very much about a harsh truth that get on your bike and move forward that they're facing. The outcome, the Queen of Cups, the female emotional maturity, the carer, the negotiator, the diplomat, but just also the nurturing, the feminine energy. Oh, powerful feminine energy. The shift to the feminine energy, powerful spiritual awakening and connection. The youth coming through with this new way of doing. They are bringing with them this new opportunity. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles as well. What have we got? 3 queens. Healing, nurturing, the female protecting community, protecting family, in touch with oneself internally, bringing forward the nurturing energy. It is here to be manifested, but it will take a change in attitude of having to unfurl from the what is, which is a very uncomfortable position, to actually make the choice to pick up the key to unlock the door to this opportunity going forward. This is about balance. This is about yin and yang balance. It's about confronting and it's going to be difficult. I'm looking at this under this card underneath here as well. It's going to be really confronting and anxiety ridden, because it is a change in the internal program that is required. But it's an incredibly positive message. And the message is, do we stay in the same old, or do we step out into the wider world of what can be? It is on offer. Again, it's a choice, but it is about finding balance between the two sexes, each complementary. It's not like women are trying to overtake the masculine energy. It's very much finding a balance of the two, giving and receiving of help in regards to this. It's a ongoing cycle of helping, no aggression here, helping these young men into this new energy, about deciding what future we want, stepping into our energy as both men and women, and taking the steps towards creating this new future. And it's a future based in love. It's a future based in partnership. Okay, so the significant cards to me are very much these two, plus the crossroads moments, the decision-making moments, but also bringing the help that is going to be needed. So this is not about accusations being made. This is not about demands that you have to change. It is demanding better, but not demanding for them to, how do I put this, not be true to themselves. Does that make sense? Finding themselves. Okay. Beyond I'm just being told, finding themselves beyond the facade they've thought that they have to put up. This is this is again one of these very bizarre conversations that you and I are having about this energy going forward. But it's about encouraging young men to find who they are beyond the facade of what they have been taught that they should be. And as I split the deck, I've got the Crossroads card. If you like these cards, they're in the more ... under Etsy. No obligation whatsoever. It's just I'm pulling them out for my storytelling. Okay, so this new masculine energy, you're going to have two really powerful women, and I'm talking about Kamala Harris and I believe Gwen Walls. If I've got her name wrong, I do apologise, Gwen. Two really powerful women and two really equal partnership supportive men in Tim Walls and Doug Emhoff. And I really feel that what it's going to be is they're going to be two tag team teams. So I'm not talking about Kamala and Doug. I'm talking about Tim and Gwen, and I'm talking about Kamala and Doug. Two tag team teams in rebuilding into the future, rebuilding the balance into the future. So let's see what the cards have to say with regards to this. So show me the progress of this new masculine energy, that the rise of the feminine energy is demanding comes forward. So in the past, if you think about in the past, there was, I'm going to say it came from the masculine energy. It wasn't necessarily men, it was women were involved in this too, but pitting women against each other. And part of that we saw in the Olympics, in the boxing. I'm not going to go too deeply into that, but it was very much about an energy of pitting women against each other to divide and conquer. Well, we're now reached the stage where we're going, go sister, and very supportive female, women supporting women, powerfully supporting women. And this is part of this change in energy and change in attitudes, which is now demanding that men pull their socks up, basically, step up to the plate, and God, the destruction of freedom, the restrictive destruction of freedom and healthcare. See you later, basically, is not going to work. That's a key element in this old energy trying to be controlling and pitting against each other. But let's have a look. Show me the rise of this new masculine energy, based in love, based in spirituality, based in acceptance, based in love the two cards that just flew out then, based in so much more than the aggression, the fear, the violence, the arrogance, etc. Show me the new masculine energy as exampled by Doug and Tim. Show me the new masculine energy coming through. The path of the new masculine energy. It's not going to happen overnight. Right, come on down. First three cards out. Destruction, breaking down of the restrictive swamp. First step. Do I need to explain any more on those? But that's what's happening at the moment. There is this destruction occurring of this restrictive swamp energy, where it's being seen and no more. Oh, and there's the next card. Is out. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just going to say is out. So it's the feminine energy. Those that are tapped into the feminine energy, they're already through this. They're done. It's out. No more. It's almost like an overnight switch happened. Taken a lot of young men by surprise, or a lot of old men by surprise. We've got the celebration. It's moved forward really fast, and it is huge. The greed and pretentiousness is up. Okay. Right. What have I got? Fast out. I wonder if that's supposed to be there. I might pop that there. So, almost feel like motor racing here. So the celebration of okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, okay. What I'm really getting from these cards here is the celebration of the. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a rev head at all. I'm just going to use that as an example, though. The gunning the motor, rev head, burning the tires, etc. energy of the pretentious, the size of this ego. Okay, thank you. Ego is out. Lifting everyone up is the key. And it is by removing the small-mindedness and a lot of hard work. Comfort down. Let's see. Okay. A lot of hard work bringing comfort. And it's no longer about the dollar. It's no longer about the wealth. Okay, so part of what is happening is that once upon a time, this pretentiousness and the size of this power, thank you, the size of this power was based on the size of the wallet. But nowadays it's not. Women have their own money, but we're not as impressed by money. The lure of money it's just not there. I mean, yes, we need enough to survive, and part of that is in countries paying a living wage so that a wage earner who's working full time can afford to rent or buy and eat at the same time. So okay, let's see where we go. Of this male energy controlling the money. It's ending. We've got fate and destiny there. It is time. It is time this change comes forward. Of its time. We've got the countrywide communication of the masculine energy going into the future is about giving help, equal, helping, not downtrodden, not throwing the dollars around to suppress others. It is about the countrywide messaging of the future masculine energy is about caring and helping. Fullness, overseas, noise, rule, poverty. Okay. The influence in countries like the US are going to come from noise from overseas in regards to this. And I'm looking at you, the Scandinavian countries, where the rule of poverty is going to be fully illuminated. So ruling through poverty is going to be illuminated. It is about living wage. It is about, in the Scandinavian countries, you can have it all by those in a position of wealth paying the higher taxes. I think there's one country where if you get a speeding fine or something along those lines, it's actually based on a proportion of your income, not a set fine. So therefore, it's equally as painful to all. They pay higher taxes, which means education is free, healthcare is free, childcare is free. These overseas influences, the noise from overseas is going to shine a light on the poverty ruling of some Western countries. Yes, big yes, right? The wealth of unity and love is, no to justice and balance. Is saying no longer. Demanding justice and balance and growth for all and freedom for all. It's going to be a difficult message for an element to swallow. The future is not yet written. Okay, so there's a whole process to go through here. It is, what I'm really getting is it's about a shift from the adoration of financial wealth is a major part of this masculinity going into the future. So a shift away from the adoration of celebrity and money or moneyed, to an energy of love and unity and kindness is what I'm feeling. Not there yet. As I say, there's a undoing that needs to be undertaken, where this new way of being a man is respected and applauded. It's about helping step by step for these men to move into this new energy if they are willing to do so. That will be their choice. It is on offer. It is their choice whether they want to take this path or not. There will be some that will just get left behind. They'll just be left behind. But we are moving in, shifting into a new teaching of our young men. Now, I know a lot of you out there have raised your sons in this manner already. I'm just really getting that it's a teaching by example, and it's also with men who are already in this place, but also the respect of other men and women of those that are in these teaching positions. Okay, that was a little bit convoluted and totally wild and out of left field. I hope that makes sense. Love, start this conversation. Love to you all. Take care.